Hi friends, so I am back with another video and today's topic is software. Software is very popular term. All of you might have already heard this term or at least must be familiar with that. So we'll talk about briefly for software. What is software? What are the categories? Something like that. And today I will also give you a fun fact at the end of this video. So just keep watching till the end and I will give you the fun fact at the end. So let's begin with the topic. So, uh, what is software? Firstly, we should understand what is basically the software. So, when I say software, what comes into your mind first? So, thinking very generically, whatever you see on your desktop or your laptop or any device like mobile, tablet, everything is a software. When you open your computer and you see the screen, windows, and you interact with that, so that is basically a software. When you open any application like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, anything, that is also a software. So how we interact with the computer? We interact the computer with the help of hardware. Hardware means your input device like your the keyboard, mouse, through which we interact with the system, interact with our computer and devices. And but inside the computer, we interact with a system, which is basically a software. So what you see inside your system to which you interact, basically it's a software. Now, technically speaking, the software is basically the set of instruction. Computer is a dummy device. He don't know anything. Computer cannot do anything by himself. We need to give him a specific instruction. Okay, I need this thing and you need to follow this instruction. So those set of instruction is basically a software. A very basic example is when you turn on your computer, something goes in the background. It takes some time, right? After that, the home screens come. So in that background, some processing is getting done. So what is that? That is also part of software. Software is telling the computer how you have to start and how you need to show the home screen to the user, to us. So that is a computer. So we are giving specific instruction to the computer and he is following that because he don't know anything by himself. So with that piece of information, he acts and perform. So software can be divided into the multiple categories. So these are the categories and I have done the categorization. So we'll discuss one by one. First one is the system softwares. So as the name indicates itself, system softwares are the software which is responsible for the smooth running of the system. System means your computer, your device. Every system is dummy, right? It don't know anything by himself, so we need to feed that information to him. How to operate, how to work, what to show to the user, right? So this is the part of the system software. System software tells the computer how to function. When you open any operating system like the Linux, Windows, Macintosh, all are basically operating system. This is a part of the system software. Their primary job is to tell the computer how to run, and they help in identifying the drivers and all. So you might have heard this term driver. Driver device drivers. If keyboard is connected to your computer, how it will understand that what is this keyboard, what is this mouse. So for that also there are softwares. Software will help to make computer understand, okay, this is the keyboard and you need to take instruction from the keyboard. This is the mouse, you need to take the instruction from mouse. So these are called the drivers. So drivers are also part of the system software. When you buy a computer, so these system softwares are already inbuilt into it. So and beside that, you also find the utilities like calculator, your control panel inside your Windows. Through control panel, you can customize your desktop. You can improve the performance of your computer. That is also part of the utility. So utilities, your operating system, the drivers, all these are the part of the system softwares. So as a whole, the whole concept is system software means they enable computer to perform well, even to run a different software on the top of computer. System softwares are responsible to tell him how to run the other softwares on the computer. So this is the primary job of the system software. Generally, in software industry, we create application software, which is our next topic. Most of the time we create the application software. If you are lucky enough to work in any company which builds the system software, then you will get to know how to create them. But technically there is no difference, means I am talking about the programming wise there is no difference between any software, but only thing is that we generally create more application softwares. System software companies are different, they create the systems or like operating system and such things. Moving on to our next item, which is application softwares. Application softwares means the software which are designed for a particular purpose. Most of the time we create application software itself. I can give you an example like the banking software. When you download any application like bank application, so you download it on a mobile or on your desktop application. Inside that application, you have the privilege to check your account, to do the transfer, right, and withdrawal, such things. So this is the application which is have the particular use for you. It's for your banking. Similar way, if you have Amazon app in your mobile, so that is also a software whose purpose is to buy the items from the Amazon sites. So these are the softwares which are intended for a particular use. Even antiviruses, those are also, you buy them from the web or somewhere else, and you just install them into your computer. So those are the application software. They haven't come with your computer. You purchase them or you are using it for your own benefit. So depending on your requirement, you use different application softwares. So in the industry, we generally create the application software, whether it's an e-com, it's a banking, or it's a student management system. Even at the college level, we create softwares like vacation management system, student management system, then payroll management system, inventory management system. These are all the application softwares designed for a particular application. Like student management is for the managing of the students, managing the data of the students of a college. That is the application software. Now, application software can also be divided into multiple parts based on the platform you are running, and it's not only for the application software, it's for system software as well. So whether your software is running on the Android device or iOS device, so many things, whether it's a web application or it's a desktop application or mobile application. Now what is the difference between all of them? Web, as you already know, web is basically the internet which is available to all, right? When any application is only for your desktop, it's local for your desktop. But once it is available to all, then it's become global. It's available on the web. Anybody can access it. So those applications which are designed for the web, just like Amazon.com, right, Facebook.com, those applications are called the web application because you can access them through the web URL. You should have the internet and just click them and you will find the result. But desktop applications are different because they are local. Just like I told you, just like the antiviruses. Antiviruses are your desktop application designed for your local system. And third one is your mobile. Mobiles are very much in common nowadays. So mobile applications are those applications which run on the mobile. Basically, the platform is mobile. The application which run on mobile is called the mobile applications. Now you can also say like laptop applications and tablets. So those are the platform based on the devices. So moving on to the next one, which is the malware. Malware is basically the softwares which are suspicious software which are created to do the harm to the computer, basically known as viruses. All of you must have heard about the viruses. The viruses' main job is to corrupt the system, do something malicious or whatever. They just want to harm your computer, harm your software, something like that. So those are also software. Those are also built up by some dirty minds, and they create such softwares to do some mess. But again, that also requires some coding and programming. Means anybody cannot make the virus, of course. That needs mind. So these are also the part of the category of the software. So again, so just to summarize it, so basically depending on the platform, we have different softwares. Like system software also available on the mobile. In the mobile you have iOS. What is iOS? iOS is also system software because it helps running your iPhone. In the same manner, system software and application software also have on the different device, like desktop or your laptop, something like that. And operating systems are part of the system software. So like iOS, your Android, then your Linux, Windows, all are operating system. But platforms are different. So that's all. We covered almost everything in software. In short, software is just what you see, what you interact with, and just a set of the instruction for the computer. Now it's time for fun fact. Do you even know who invented this term software? Have it ever came into your mind? Let me tell you. So the software term was firstly used by an American mathematician called John W. Tukey in 1952. Actually, we don't know who invented this term, but the mathematician used this term into his research paper. In one of his articles, he used this term, software. So we have evidence of only that particular paper. Before that, we never used this term. Nobody heard about this term. But some says that maybe this term was already in use verbally, but first time it came into the papers through the mathematician John Tukey. And also one more thing, he also invented very popular term which was the bit. You might have heard about bytes. So bit term was also given by him. So you can say he is the inventor of software term and bit term. And why he gave the name software? Do you have any idea? Yeah, so basically he coined this term only to differentiate it from the hardware. At that time, hardware was already popular term, and because he was a mathematician, his main job was to compute. So he was more related to the computing and mathematician calculation. So in his article, in his research paper, to differentiate this software from the hardware, he just, because hardware means hard, so he just created a term like software just to differentiate it from the hardware. In this way, he created this term, and now it's very popular and everybody knows about it. So that's all. And if this fact was new to you, just give me a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Leave your comments in the comment section, and please like, share and